Access granted.
Here are some of the most helpful advanced strategies, suggested by members of the community and from our own experiences. Hey guys, Jfarr here and let's get started. Use stashes as a way to store your farm and loot. I always try to keep 1 or 2 on me just in case I encounter danger. I'll place a satchel near a rock or landmark, and to remember its location I take a screenshot or place a marker. This way I never forget where it is. Place a campfire next to your door. When you're near another player, your comfort level at the campfire increases above 50%. So if a player is camping outside your door, your comfort level will rise to or above 75%. If you need to free up space in your inventory while farming wood, you can instantly start crafting 5 tool cupboards by clicking the middle mouse button on the quick craft, consuming the resources. Remember to right click on another craft to push it to the front of the queue. You can also use this technique with stone by mass crafting stone barricades if you have the blueprint, or metal frags by crafting sheet metal doors. However, if your inventory is full of resources, it's usually a good time to head back home and store your loot. When you're ready to come down from the dome, you can use an exploit to avoid fall damage. Find the 2 pipes running down the side of the dome, and walk off the edge while hugging one of the pipes. Make sure to land on the bottom lip of the pipe, or you'll take fall damage. Disguised as a roleplayer's base, we have several large crates hidden in the roof containing our most valuable items. Despite the risk, our group has used this strategy successfully in the past, with this base always being the last one standing. To maintain the illusion, we follow some rules. Never enter the base wearing gear, and avoid being inside or around as much as possible, as people may remember your name. Since we'll be avoiding this base, we can hide the loot in the roof and retrieve it with a jackhammer when we need. Even if someone does raid this base, they'll have to figure out that there's hidden loot upstairs. To quickly acquire a red keycard, start by purchasing a blue keycard at the outpost for 100 scrap. This can be done in minutes by farming road signs inside and outside the outpost with a rock or paddle to get enough recyclable components. Once you have a blue keycard, head to the water treatment, train yard, or power plant to find some electric fuses, a hazmat suit, food, drinks, and a red keycard. With these items, you can go to a red keycard monument like launch site and collect the elite crates. Sure, you could go to the oil rig with some sticks and stones, but why not make it easier for yourself? Start by chatting up the dive master NPC at the fishing village and completing the diving questline. First, complete the underwater bounty mission by reaching the waypoint, untying 10 underwater crates, and returning back to the NPC. You'll be rewarded with a pump jack and some ammo. Since you only get 16 bullets, it's a good idea to bring a backup bow or nail gun. As you take down the oil rig NPCs, you'll likely find more ammo and weapons. Carrying a scuba suit can be a great way to stay prepared when encountering other players. It allows you to jump into the water and make a quick escape while your enemies watch. This is useful for cargo, oil rig, harvesting barrels, or boating. Consider getting a spear gun or jackhammer to defend yourself while underwater. If you're sick of losing all your loot every time you're raided, you might consider an underground base to hide a few of your crates. By using building stability, you can seal off the underground section. Just break the twig wall holding everything up, causing the floors to break due to low stability. I've also included a sleeping bag so you can respawn inside and break down the floor when you're ready to drop off loot. If you're interested, I have a full tutorial on building this and other underground bases. Using the underground base trick, we can place numerous trap bases throughout the lands of Rust. Make these bases look like they've been raided and are ready for someone new to take over. But hidden below is a sleeping bag with a chest of 7 pickaxes or 23 wooden spears. Wait for unsuspecting players to do the work for you, then spawn in the bag, break the floor, and take everything they've gathered. Here's how to build the base demonstrated. If you're feeling a little grubby and want to have some fun, farm the roads for scrap and purchase a few F1 grenades from the bandit camp. Head down into a tunnel elevator such as Outpost and wait for a poor soul to start going up or down. Run over and start hurling your grenades down onto them. They'll have nowhere to run, making it essentially free loot. If you're simply just looking for a pistol, look no further than the bandit camp. On your journey there, hit a few barrels and road signs. Recycle your components, as we'll need 250 scrap to purchase the M92 pistol, 75 scrap to research the pistol bullet, and 80 additional scrap to purchase 10 F1 grenades, so we can recycle them down to get gunpowder and metal fragments, allowing us to craft 52 pistol bullets. You're unable to loot other players' bodies within safe zones, therefore you can fill your inventory, run to the fishing village, and respawn. It's best to place multiple bags around the area so you can get back quickly. With your resources now safe at the village, start fishing for sharks. Sell them at the vending machine and purchase yourself a submarine. Now you have the safety of the water and a vehicle. Head out and look for a location to build, such as a base on the coast or within the ocean. Although water bases are exposed, it can be difficult to raid, reduces the chances of door camping, and allows you to swim away unseen. Using a snowmobile, you can actually fall down the cave hole without dying. Most of the time you attempt this, it will push you off. Just jump down after it and either fall with it or jump back on. Typically, players will guard the hole with an auto turret to stop jumpers from getting back up. However, with the snowmobile, you can quickly jump off before being killed. This allows you to easily break through their defenses and likely the weakest part of the base. The hardest part is acquiring the snowmobile and getting it down the cave. Live near underwater labs if you're looking for quick loot. Most players will prefer to go to more accessible monuments, leaving the underwater labs for the taking. This gives the ones who go to it a wealth of crates and keycard rooms. I'd recommend building nearby and using a scuba suit to cycle back and forth between your base and the monument, as the loot respawns fairly quickly. With a bit of fishing, you can quickly gather enough scrap to build satchels for raiding a base. This is easiest on a server where you've already unlocked blueprints. Purchase 14 smoke grenades from the vending machine for 70 scrap. You are limited to purchase 10 at a time. After that, they'll slowly refill. Next, recycle the smoke grenades to get gunpowder and metal fragments, then craft 4 bean can grenades. Get your cloth and use it to make a stash and buy a rope from the vending machine. Now you're ready to craft a satchel at the workbench. To craft enough satchels for a sheet metal door, we'll need 280 scrap and 160 cloth. You can quickly climb the launch site using a minicopter without requiring any keycards. First, you need to disable 2 SAM sites. I'd recommend using either a flamethrower or hunting bow with fire arrows. Here's the time it takes to break a SAM site using a range of tools. If you acquire a supply signal and don't have a large compound to place it within, you could take your chances in the sea. Grab a swimsuit, scuba kit, speed gun and jackhammer. You'll now be more ready than most other players. Swim out far and chuck down your supply signal and wait for the plane. If players come by, you can shoot them using your speed gun or take them out using the jackhammer. You can take out Bradley early in the game without rockets by using just 40 F1 grenades. Farm components and scrap around the bandit camp and buy the grenades for 440 scrap. Also get an M92 pistol for 150 scrap and recycle 10 grenades to craft 52 bullets. If you need more ammo, buy more grenades. The total cost is 590 scrap if you have the pistol bullet blueprint, or 665 scrap to research it. Go to the launch site's entrance. Get inside the booth as you'll be safe inside. When the Bradley APC is about to drive past, throw your grenades down so it drives over them. Play it smart and safe and it'll be easy to take down as he just drives back and forward. This strategy works best in early wipe when players are caught off guard, thinking a large clan has taken the launch site. And that's it. Thanks guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.